Have you ever wanted to turn real-life landmarks into 3D printed models? In this video, I'll show you how I use a process called photogrammetry to transform Nikola Tesla's iconic statue in Zagreb, Croatia into a stunning 3D printed replica. Now, in my first video, I explained what 3D printing is and why it is so amazing. But here I wanted to combine a process called photogrammetry with 3D printing to achieve something special. So, what exactly is photogrammetry? In short, it's the art and science of turning photos into 3D models. By taking a series of overlapping images of an object, specialized software stitches them together to create an incredibly detailed digital replica. Think of it as using your camera to scan the world around you. Now, I need to mention you absolutely can use your mobile phone for this. There are also specialized apps for that, but you really cannot achieve that level of detail, especially on highly detailed objects such as this statue. The first step was capturing the photos. One morning, I headed to the town center where the statue is located, and the timing was the key. I went there at dawn around 6:30 a.m. to take advantage of the soft diffused light. At this hour, there was no direct sunlight, which ensured that the statue was evenly lit, which is absolutely crucial for photogrammetry. Harsh shadows or overly bright areas can create issues during 3D reconstruction process. I used my Nikon Z5 full-frame camera paired with 35mm lens to photograph the statue. This setup gave me sharp, detailed images with minimal distortion, perfect for photogrammetry. I took around 100 images, carefully moving around the statue to capture it from every angle. I also shot in RAW format, which gave me the best resolution and flexibility for a reconstruction process. And with all the photos ready, I imported them directly into RealityCapture. The magic began with just one click on the Align button that created a detailed point cloud of the statue. Once the alignment was complete and the point cloud was generated, the next step was producing a dense 3D mesh of the statue. This part of the process required some patience as it was computationally intensive, but the results were worth it. A highly detailed digital model ready for further refinement. Before exporting it, I simplified the model using simplification option, and in RealityCapture you specify target triangle count. In this case, I specified the number of 3 million, and the goal was to reduce the number of polygons as much as possible while also preserving as much as detail as possible. Once simplified, I exported the model as an STL file, ready for the next phase in Blender. In Blender, I did some quick cleanup and optimization. Firstly, I decided to reduce the size of the model even more, which made the model even lighter and more manageable. Overly complex models can slow down slicing software or even cause errors during printing, so this step is very important. Now, Blender has this add-on called 3D Print Toolbox that gives you more information about your model specifically for 3D printing, such as manifold edges, overhang faces, and so on. Highly recommended if you are processing your models in Blender. And finally, after exporting the model from Blender and importing it into Bambulab Studio, I did few settings to improve print quality. And those settings are increasing the initial layer height from 0.2 to 0.28 mm to improve layer adhesion. Secondly, I slightly reduced printing speeds for outer and inner walls, which helped with printing quality and surface finish. And finally, I enabled tree support, which is a great way to reduce material usage compared to traditional supports as they grow out and branch out only where needed. This minimizes the waste and ensures easier removal after printing, and they are particularly effective for complex overhangs and organic shapes. With these adjustments, the model was ready to go. After about 6 hours, the print turned out far better than I expected, especially considering it was my first real 3D printed scan. But I wanted to add some extra flair, so I printed it again using gold filament, and the gold finish really made the details pop, adding a striking effect to the final piece. Now, for those of you who want to print it yourself, the model is available at CG Trader, link will be in the description below. And there you have it, the Nikola Tesla statue, captured from real world and brought to life through photogrammetry and 3D printing. From photographing the statue to creating a 3D mesh and finally producing a high quality print. This project truly showcases the incredible possibilities of modern technologies. In the next video, I'll take things a step further. Instead of creating a 3D print, I'll use RealityCapture to generate a high quality textured mesh and visualize it in powerful rendering software called Unreal Engine 5. Stay tuned for that, you don't want to miss that. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more projects like this.